What if I told you that the reality where you are aligned, abundant, and fulfilled in the work that you're doing, effortlessly attracting the right clients, the right customers, the right fans and subscribers for your artworks, for your creations, for your coaching, guidance, healing practice, they are all already here. That is all already here and now. But it's just not quite matching up with who you're being. And that actually, to be who you are and express that authentic, aligned truth of you is actually all that it takes. And that this is all so much easier than we've been taught and led to believe it is. But through our conditioning and brainwashing, we're still entertaining through our blind spots, through our unconscious habits, through these patterns of people pleasing and trying to use this prescription and strategy to get somewhere, that it's actually creating a divide between you and where you are and that reality and everyone and everything in it that is meant for you. And this is a kind of a bad habit that we have to become conscious of and kick. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through understanding the subtleties and the energetics behind how to actually shift into alignment with who you really are and to effortlessly manifest your desired reality and magnify your income and impact through this metaphysical shift, which is an internal game. So sit back, relax, and let's shift into alignment with who you really are and everything that you're truly meant to receive effortlessly. And before I do that, I want to invite you to comment manifest down below, because this weekend I'm going to be running a masterclass on this topic in particular. It's going to be an opportunity to join me and a group of creators to go deep into this. So if you're interested, comment manifest down below. I'll send you more information about it. But this is a topic that is so dear to me because for a long time I struggled with knowing my worth, trying to find my way, struggling to try to get clients or sell my creations, my products, myself, all of which was the obstacle itself. Because the more I tried to get people to get it, the more I tried to sell people on what it is that I'm creating, who it is that I'm being, and why it's important, why you should get it, why you need to be convinced of it, the more it created this dissonance and disharmony in the communication, such that it undermined the connection. You see, this is the thing that's so easily overlooked in everything that we're doing. We've been so taught to think that selling is about convincing, when selling is actually a beautiful thing. It's actually the true, authentic conveyance of yourself. You don't need to sell in the old traditional, conventional understanding of that term. Selling is a natural exchange when you're speaking truthfully from your heart to the people who actually already want to buy. You see, this is the disconnect, is that when we're trying to people please and trying to prove and trying to convert and trying to convince, we're speaking to the people who need to be convinced, need to be converted, need to be sold. And therefore, they're going to be skeptical, and they're probably going to be cynical, and they're probably going to have some disagreements and objections, all of which is what you're creating from the consciousness that you are speaking from, that you're identified with. But this is what I've learned, is that when you shift internally and you own yourself, you claim who you are, you declare what it is that matters to you, and that everyone who is resonating with this also matters to you, then you create this culture, this intelligent, intuitive field of belonging, of connection. And that is a ripe field from which is a fertile ground that true connection, love, light, wisdom, exchange can happen. It is that fertile soil from which a truly profound realization and breakthrough can occur. Whether it's through someone seeing your artwork, or whether it's someone being coached or guided by you, or it's a healing work that you're doing, or maybe it's a product or a service that you've created through your entrepreneurial endeavor, your business. You see, the approach that we're taking is often already coming from this frame of reference, this view that is who I'm assuming myself to be and who I'm assuming you to be. And in that dynamic, there's often unnecessary resistance. There's so many unnecessary hurdles and obstacles that need to be worked through, which are just felt in that relationship as dissonance, disconnect. And so this is a matter of going inward and understanding what it is that I'm projecting that's creating something that is creating disharmony, that is not allowing this to flow effortlessly. It's undermining my authenticity. It's dulling the original creativity, right? All of which is inherent, intuitive, effortless. It is inherent, right? It is inherent to who you are when you're just being you. And when you're being you, everything is really included. Sometimes we think we need to show up perfect. We need to show up polished. We need to show up in this way that there's no mistakes or no rough, loose ends, all of which is nonsense. Because you can be you and show up in alignment. You can be you and tap into that God power within you. You can be you and you can bend reality around you through the mastery of your self-realization. You can be you in all of the humanness, in all of the relatability, in everything that makes you personally you. And yet, you can tap into these beautiful energies, the divinity within you, and the truth of who you really are beyond all of these senses. And there's no contradiction there. And you see, that's when we become very powerful. Because in this human context, what it is that you're creating and sharing, your artworks, your practices, your coaching offers, your products and services through your business, they're all the thing that is a kind of bridge on this human level. And to own that from that human level that created it, but aware of the higher level that inspired it, is to offer that as a permission slip to others. You see, this is that resonance that is felt. That is the true authenticity, is when you're not trying to be someone that you're not, or trying to pretend that you're something that you're not trying to please people in a way that is already dulling and dampening your frequency, lowering your energy, and speaking to that place in the other person, trying to convince them that you have something great to offer. You see, all of this is a part of the old system. The new way is to offer it exactly as it is, to show up exactly as you are, and for that energetic resonance to be this intelligent conveyance between consciousness. You see, it's not me that teaches you anything. I don't have anything truly valuable in that sense to offer you. But through my experience, through my insights, through my wisdom that I've gained through this experience, and through that vulnerability, that realness, that honesty, that authenticity of what I've learned and how I can show up and represent that, through consciousness, there is a connection, right? There is a resonance between the field of me and me, of you and you, of that no separation point, that non-dual point that connects everything and everyone. That's the intelligence. So in that sense, you're teaching yourself, right? You're giving yourself the answer. You might hear something that I say, you might see something that I do, you might resonate with some words that I use or some story that I tell, but really what's happening is that it's a self-learning, it's a self-leadership, right? Through your own self-belief, through your own self-empowerment, through your own self-liberation, you're going to transform in a space where there is that culture, right? And that's what my intention has been with this YouTube channel, for example. It's not so I show up and tell you what you need to know and convince you of what you need to hear, and so that I have all the answers and that if you just get it, then you'll get it and you'll get somewhere. That's not the point, and that's not where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is that I, through my genuine, authentic, lived experience, know to be true what I have learned through my direct experience. And through conveying that to you without insistence or expectation or needing you to get it, that I know that the right people who are attracted to my energy, to my vibrational communication, to my frequency, will interpret this and understand it in a way that is translated through your own consciousness, through your own lenses of perception, through your own relevance, such that you will teach yourself through what I'm sharing. And you see, this is a kind of self-acceptance. When you're good with yourself, when you're in a right relationship with yourself, when you belong to yourself and you're creating from your heart and you're sharing things that matter to you, then the people that matter to you and the people that it matters to will show up and they'll get it effortlessly. Not because it's the right answer or great information, all of which is probably the case, but that's sort of a byproduct. The reason why they stick around and why they want to buy from you and why they're already a buyer for you in whatever capacity that you're creating and sharing from is because it's you that they get. And it's you that they have a sense of connection to and that they seemingly belong to. You see, it's all a reflection of what you are for yourself. So if you are already coming from a place of self-knowledge, self-acceptance, self-belonging, self-belief, and you're communicating to that place and the other people, what's going to happen is pure magic, because the people that are a match for you show up and they sign up and they buy and they keep showing up, and there's a trust and a loyalty and a connection and a community that is effortlessly revealed through your own frequency. It is what you are being that is what you are going to be creating and experiencing. So if you're not getting the results, so to speak, that you want, if you're not seeing the success and the fulfillment that you know in your heart you desire, if you're not creating that reality that you know you're meant to create, then there's something out of place. And it's in this masterclass that we're going to dive deep into the energetics, the vibrational qualities, the inner obstacles to create a massive shift, to magnify and multiply your income and your impact in the way that is true to you, in a way that is in alignment for you. And so again, if you want to join this masterclass this weekend, comment manifest down below. I'll send you more information about it. What's really special is that it's going to include my Aligned Creator Blueprint, which is a $44 value product that I've created, which is literally a blueprint for walking you through the aligned, abundant creation of this expression. And it's also, for a certain tier of this offer, going to include a one-to-one session with me. And so if you're interested in joining this, getting a free Aligned Creator Blueprint ebook and workbook, also it includes this AI guidance coaching and the possibility of having a one-to-one session with me, then again, comment manifest down below and I'll send you a link with a discount code so that you can get the early bird rate, which I'm going to extend for a few more days. The registration is going to close in a few days. We're going to be having this call on Saturday for the American time zones and Sunday for the European and Asian time zones. And I'd love to see you there. So comment manifest down below. I'll send you the discount code and more information about all of it.